Hi Virgo, welcome to April. Welcome to Aries season. I'm Ruby. Thank you for joining me. All details to book, where you can get a reading, Instagram, etc. should be in the description box. Guys, welcome to quarantine. I hope it's been as fun as mine's been. Well, to be really honest with you, I had a bit of an emotional moment where I was like, what, the panic really set in and I wasn't quite sure what I had, like how I felt about it. The videos, of course, were pending and I was in a real shadow of doubt, to be really honest with you guys. I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about. I didn't know what was appropriate to talk about. A lot of people were talking about, talking about this whole situation. I don't even like to call it anything. But it is something that has sort of consumed our lives. And it's a sensitive time. There's a lot of really weird stuff happening around the world, and a lot of it's not that great. I couldn't understand what I wanted to do for the channel, for the Virgo video. I think for me, these videos are always the most personal. Even though I always promise myself I'm never going to put myself in these readings. Like, it's never going to be about me. I'm a Virgo. I love Virgos. If I know anything from the pits of my soul, I know Virgo. I love Virgo. That's why I'm obsessed with all of my Virgos. And I was kind of caught up in the dramatics of all of this. And I was like, well, what do I have to bring to the table? What do I want to talk about right now? And why is it going to be of any importance? Or why is it going to be as significant as the stuff that we have to deal with all this like really crazy stuff that's happening? And it's so real. And it's so, it's just taken over, It's turned into something that we were like, whatever. And it's taken on this massive thing. And this entity's just now taken over our lives and everything's changed. And we knew we'd been talking about this forever. If you go back to the videos from last year in August and watch everyone since, we've been talking about how come, our full moon, nothing's going to be the same. And nothing has been the same. Everything has literally changed. And for me personally, it was a bit like being a child. It was so raw. It was so emotional. And it was so sensitive. And I felt like this season is all about that. This season is about being vulnerable. But it's about the power that you're able to command from that place. It was scary for me because I didn't feel like I had anything to give, to offer. It was a scary thing to acknowledge, but when you're running on empty and you preach all this love and stuff, you've got to really practice some of that. I felt I might not be the only one out here who's feeling raw and who's feeling vulnerable. And I guess more important than having something to share with you guys or being the beacon of light or enlightening you in any such way, maybe I can just be here. Maybe I can just be here with you. So maybe we're all together. And maybe that's it for this month. As far away as we are from each other, we're so connected. We're so close. There are people across the world that I don't even know, that I've never met. But it's not that I don't know them. I do know them. They're people I speak to every day. Like, I love these people. You guys know who you are. I just had to show up. I just had to be present. And I feel like Virgo, we talked about this mental clutter last month. And last month really was about rounding up cycles and closing out what we knew. Because when I said that we were going to be reborn, I really do feel like we've been reborn. And in this time, Virgo, you, I'm sure, just like me, feel it's no different to any other time. Yet there's all this weird, tragic stuff happening around the world. What does it all mean? We have to come together. We've got to be able to support each other. That's more important than anything else you can bring to the table right now. And even if you have nothing to offer, just being there, just the act of making the call, taking the time to write the email to check on someone you haven't in a while. Even your support network on social media, your people, your soul gang. This is very much what Saturn in Aquarius is here to teach us. I don't know about you guys, but I am not the conventional human being. I tried forcing myself into work structures for many, many years, and a lot of the time it just felt so routine. I kind of, I danced to the beat of my own drum. This has kind of been like a bit of a godsend. Is it because of any other reason I say that other than we get a chance to really be with ourselves? I don't think so. But if we, take a minute to look at the silver lining, I'm sure we can find plenty. Virgo, I think it might be quite apparent to you how you really need to at this time march to the beat of your own drum. Your accomplishments, where you're going in life. The pressure that you apply on yourself. You might need to look at it again and see if any of it is relevant. You've been needing to break out of a certain mold, break away from certain energies that may have been latched onto you, consuming your energy, taking the best of you. Virgo, you've been in the winning line, the winning lane even, for a while. And it seems as if, Virgo, if, let's see who fell on the floor. Three of Swords. Oh, this other card just fell over. 10 of Pentacles. That is so powerful. Wow. Virgo. You know what I'm feeling with this? Heartaches that you are reliving right now, or a situation or a cycle that you might be going through right now that might involve some sort of heartache, is the springboard that takes you to this 10 of Pentacles. If you were worried about money, if you were wondering where the next paycheck was going to come from, get out of a hurt, broken heart place. In your energy is a hell of a lot of abundance. In your energy is the potential to manifest finances like a windfall, This is wealth. This isn't just a bit of money that you accumulate, or gain or get to come across. This is wealth and generational wealth. So much wealth that it kind of flips up a status. The fact that there is a 3 of Swords here, and I don't think that if I am to pull anything from your energy right now, I don't think this is something that you have to wear. That 3rd sword, the 3 swords, go from the 2 where it's you being mastering of your energy to 3 in your heart by what you do with your other 2 and what's happened in your situation that's meant that the sword is wedged in that heart. Now, where am I going with this? Gemini prepares to go into, Venus prepares to go into Gemini. We also had Saturn in Aquarius, breaking up structures completely, organizing for the future in a whole different way. When I think of the Three of Swords amongst this energy, it's you perhaps not using perhaps enough power or enough confidence, knowing that in order to get here from a place of here, there needs to be a lot of courage. If that courage is not apparent to you right now, there's certain demons that need to be conquered. So the rebirth that has taken place might mean that you are a little bit vulnerable, might mean that you are a little bit confused, might mean that things are triggering you, and it's not because you're lost. You just need reminding where you're going and how important it is for you to perhaps seek help within the family. Seek help within a family structure that you once knew. The answers to this heartache are within the Ten of Pentacles. So where are we going with this? What we need to see is that the fact that, yes, you might be faced with a situation that is heartbreaking. A heartbreak may have taken place, but the answer, taken place ages ago. It's outside of your energy. This for me is always energy that has come, happened, and gone by. The answer to this time is not to live in fear, and I don't think Virgos are fearful of what's actually happening. I think Virgos are quite healthy. I just think that you're not necessarily relying on your friends and family enough, or not seeing that you are not alone. You are not heartbroken. There is friends, there is family, there is a soul gang that you have, even here on the internet. It's okay to be vulnerable. You're not alone. You're actually surrounded by a lot of abundance. Abundance of people, abundance of love. And if the heart is to symbolize anything, it symbolizes love. With the Three Swords through it, being a past tense, do what you can to pull those two swords out so that you're strong enough to pull out the sword that you might have been inflicted with, the heartache that you might have been inflicted with. Commit to healing, man. Self-healing. I say this period has been so wonderful to give us the opportunity to just sit still, be in one place, and heal. Here we go. The Two of Swords. I'm going to stick that right on top of that Three of Swords. Oh, hello. Ace of Cups. Four of Wands. Six of Swords. Virgo. Swords and swords and swords. 6 and 2, 8, that might as well be the Eight of Swords. So a lot of this is perhaps the way that you're seeing yourself. And all this is telling me right now is self-mastery, the Two of Swords, doesn't always come in the form of drinking green tea and sitting cross-legged on the floor chanting Om. Even though that's a brilliant place to start. I just think sometimes if you're in a place where you need that extra bit of love and tenderness and care, take that extra hour in bed if you need it. Eat the extra digestive biscuit, especially if it's covered in chocolate. Be assertive about what you need to get away from. And with it being the Two of Swords, a lot of it might have to do with stuff that you tell yourself. You've got to be really quite accepting that we're all a bit vulnerable right now. And it is our responsibility to tend to a broken heart the best way that Virgo knows how. Best way that Virgo knows how is to start by what you put in your stomach. What goes in our stomach, of course, is what makes us. Other things that you can perhaps focus on is how hard you are on yourself in a time of unsurety. Don't be so hard on yourself. We're all here, we're all vulnerable. We all need that extra attention. Things that you could possibly be getting away from right now, Virgo. Health matters that you might have been ignoring for a long time. Three of Swords. How you talk to yourself and how you treat yourself when nobody is around. Two of Swords. What it is that you can master. Addictions. Bad habits. Things that you know that you've been meaning to work on that you haven't necessarily gotten around to working on. Either way, I think there are certain things that you might have to get away from. And if, whatever it can be, only you know, and you can fill that in as best appropriate to you. For me, this getting away from, though, seems to be an element of yourself that you need to get away from. An element of yourself that's still a bit unhealed, Virgo. And it's okay. Aries season, very much the Emperor energy, okay? We are still reborn in the zodiac, however. And if anything, Aries energy is very aware of its vulnerabilities, and it wears them and it owns them because it's what makes us human. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Just know that there are certain things that you need to get away from, including the way you speak to yourself perhaps, including the way that you might be taking care of yourself. Certain vices that might have begun to take an identity of their own that might need to kind of be kept in check or gone away from entirely, no doubt. But this is a level of comprehension that you might need to reach to consolidate your personal fulfillment. What is it that your heart has? What is it that your heart is lacking still? This person's completely in control. They do, however, decide where they're letting their mind go behind the blindfolds and that very meditative stance. So acknowledging that there is a whole world, a whole life that takes place in here even. Acknowledging that. And in this place of very, very stillness, where are you going amongst all of that? It can't be here. I've done the work from home thing for a really while now. I know how it can be this. It really can. If you're not managing your energy wisely, you can really be led down the rabbit hole to some dark places. You've got to make it a priority to create some sort of routine in your life. You've got to make it a priority. And this is just how I function. And please leave suggestions, everybody, in the little chat box below about the things that you're doing at the moment to help this time where we're forced to be confined and very still, and how it can be quite tricky and how it can lead us down a very grim rabbit hole sometimes. Please leave little comments on how you're making your day pass better, or how you're making your day more fun, or things that you're doing. I'd love for everyone to share that. This getting away from, Master your energy. Get in control of your mind. Get in control of your time. Get in control of your vices. The structure that you need might be lacking. Treat yourself with a bit of respect right now. Mend the self-doubt, the lack of self-love. Mend the frustration. Mend the feeling of not getting anywhere. We're not going anywhere. So why are you doing what you're doing? You've got to do it because you love it. Whatever you do right now, you've got to find something that you love. It's the best way to spend this time. That's a lot of internal stuff. Let's talk about the external stuff now. So, April. Money looks really good for you. Money is in your energy. You are in a place where you can create and manifest an abundance of it. So much so that it can lead to generational wealth. Yes, Virgo, that's all on your shoulders. Well done. But is it really well done? You are the Hermit, the Nine of Pentacles. This is what you're really good at. Creating a beautiful home. Creating happiness and joy amongst your family. Creating good health. Cooking nutritious, lovely, yummy foods. And laughing at the dinner table. Rosy, glowing cheeks is what I feel when I hold this card. It's not difficult to do when your cups are full. April needs to be about your cup. Your cup, not cups. Your cup. It needs to be overflowing. And what do you do, Virgo, to get your cup to overflow when you might be feeling a bit meh? This is the energy that you need to convert to this. Your vessel. Yeah, this is your cup. Let's start by ripping those swords right out and chucking them straight away. Out. They're out now. Yeah, they're out now. Where's my tambourine? I should get the tambourine. Next season's video, we're going to make the tambourine a feature. Your cups runneth over, Virgo. Are you happy? You should be. Looks like love's here. Love loves you. Love is so nice. Love has felt really good for a really long time, hasn't it? And I think, Virgo, things have been going so well for you. You're spooking yourself without logic or reason just because you're so stubborn. Don't be stubborn, Virgo. The world is so much a better place because you're here. Please be fearless, be confident, be courageous. Pour the love juice into your heart. And please just show up. You don't have to show up with everything. You are perfectionists. And you do the most for everyone. Please just pour a little bit into your cup. Some of you might be getting married soon. Some of you might be making coronial soon. Some of you might be getting engaged soon. Either way, know this. You're capable of creating a beautiful house. You're capable of creating a beautiful love union. Just make sure that the ingredient to all of that, make sure your resources are stocked. Don't go out and buy lots of toilet paper and add to the problem. You don't need nothing. You need your heart. Fill your heart up. Get this fear out of your heart. Don't be so humbug about it. Summer's coming. We are summer babies and we flourish through Cancer season, Leo season, And of course, in our season, Libra season is always good to us too. Let's not lie about it. Whew. There's full moon in Libra on the 8th. Balance your scales out a little bit. Venus is going into Gemini, as I said. That's just gonna be about like being in the lover's energy. It's really romantic. It's really quite childlike. It's innocence. It's purity. It's feeling love. Being able to give it though. That's the thing. That's the thing. And I always say this. If you want love, be love. Just be love. Because when you're vibing that high, your heart won't let you accept anything less. And please, guys, wait for it. It exists. I promise you, your soulmate is totally out there. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. What does Virgo have to watch out for? Pay attention to the red flags, Virgo. The signs are cautioning you. I feel like you're going to be surrounded by... Let go of control issues. Here we are. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Ooh, there's 3 of the cards. Let's have a look at these. You know what I'm thinking here? I don't know. I just got this, like... Something just clicked. Let's talk about this. Alright. Okay. 3 of Swords. Pay attention to the red flags. I think some of you are with a false twin flame. A real energy vampire demon who is sucking on your life force and doing you no good. Pay attention to the red flags. In your heart of hearts, Virgo, you know, you always know when somebody is not the one for you. A lot of times Virgo puts Virgo, yeah, through unnecessary heartbreak and torture, even for people that they're not even crazy about, because it's what you feel like you deserve. It's the punishment that you're giving yourself through somebody else. And Virgo, I know only you will understand what I'm saying. Whatever you've done in the past that's led you to believe that you are not worthy of love, whatever somebody else has done to you in the past that has led you to believe that you are not worthy of love, forgive and forget. Actually, you know what? Forgive and don't forget. The time is to learn the lesson. Your control issues are only happening because and this is a message only for a select few. And I say this only because I've been in this situation myself. The let go of the control issues, whatever you're desperately holding on to, knowing that it's not for you, as making you try and control a situation that you know you might not be really in charge of. It's one either way you already know is not good for you. So let me be the Virgo older sister that I know a lot of you got come here for. And let me lecture you a little bit. But can you not do that to yourself, please? Pack it in. Learn the lesson from the heartache. Pay attention to the red flags. Get away from this toxic nastiness, please. Stop putting out control issues only because you're living in a state of fear. You've got nothing to be fearful of. Look what's in your energy the minute you decide to let go of this. Self-mastery in April. We are all vulnerable. We are all being asked to really look at ourselves. Career and finances. We're all being asked to relook at the way we make money. the systems that we may have had set up beforehand might need a complete rehaul. Things are changing, and Virgo, the savvier you are to adapting to this time, the closer you get to this dream, this thing that you've been waiting for, this thing that you've been wishing for all this time. And, you know, the control issues and paying attention to the red flags, I'm just wondering also, Virgo, if it is a case of the self-mastery that this time is going to ask you for, how there are certain bad habits that you might need to get away from, health perhaps even, you know, the attention that you might need to be paying towards your health, certain things that you might really need to be letting go of now because it's not in the okay zone anymore. Let's have one more card for Virgo in April. Look at new ways of doing things this month, Virgo. 2 of Cups. Okay, I don't need to make this more obvious. There are people that are getting married this month. Either way, relationships are so blessed for you, Virgo. Relationships are so blessed. Your cup pretty surely will be flowing over. Emotionally, love-wise, this is the union of a lifetime, you know? It's true love. And I want to say maybe use this quarantine time to really get to know each other. Spending that time together. It's time that you wouldn't necessarily have had otherwise. Use it wisely. And use it in a way that is conducive to this Venus and Gemini, this lover's energy. This month, Virgo, the potential of marriage, the potential of getting engaged, the potential of true love, the potential of your cups running over, the potential of a genuinely happy home, a heaven. You've earned this. You earned this. Well done, baby. This is yours. You earned all of it. It's all yours. Claim it and take it. Say in the description box, I claim it. Love is yours. Wealth is yours. The things that you deserve, you've been working for, it's yours. Don't make this time about you spooking yourself. Get away from whatever you need to get away from. Let's have an Angels of Atlantis card to round up Aries season for Virgo. In the spirit of love, in the spirit of hope, in the spirit of positivity, Virgo, this month is going to be such a beautiful month for you. It is karmatic, no doubt. And you've worked hard for the good that I think is coming your way. Just let go of the control issues and allow situations to fold unnaturally, Virgo. Take care of your health. Put the vices down a little bit, you know. Just better manage your time a little bit, Virgo. Okay. 2 angel cards for the month of April. I have Raziel, intuition, and I have Raphael, communication. No, communion. Ooh, communion. Look how beautiful this card is. That's Mecca. And that's the moon in intuition. Okay, so Libra full moon. Gemini in Venus and Gemini. Communication, Mercury. Balancing your scales out for sure. There's a lot of intuition that needs to take place this month, Virgo. So a lot of going real inside. Really, really going inside. Activating that crown chakra. Third eye chakra. Amethyst is perhaps a good stone for that. Communion, coming together. You're really going to be part of something a lot bigger than you, Virgo. And it has to do with your place within a community, a family, a home. Your soul group. This is your soul gang. We find our groups when Saturn goes into Aquarius. We find our people. Yours just happens to be surrounded by love and abundance and trust and faith and joy and a lot of emotional contentment. Libra full moon, please use this time to balance yourself out. Get balance and order set up. Intuition is going to be really strong this month, guys. And I have here communion. Take the time to say thank you because we are so blessed. We're all healthy. We're all surviving. We're thriving. If you'd like to book a reading, visit Rubyreadstarot.com. I love you guys so much. Have a wicked month. This is one of the best readings I've done for you guys in ages. I shall speak to you guys again soon.